October is the month you've been waiting for, with Mercury, Vesta, Pluto, Juno, and Saturn all turning direct this month. Much-needed conversations start happening, opportunities open up, and it feels like once again we can start to feel and embrace the warmth of the sun. September was not the easiest time for most of us, but the good news is that October will feel totally different, so use this energy to embrace the good things that are bound to come. Here are the luckiest days in both life and love for each zodiac sign this October. Aries. Your lucky day this month is Monday, October 24th. You'll want to pay special attention to your money and finances during this time, as the North Node in Taurus aligns with Chiron in Aries. This is a great opportunity for you to reflect on how your personal beliefs about financial abundance have actually created the reality you live in. This time period should also help you settle financial issues and give you the space for a fresh start. In terms of relationships, your lucky day in love on October 10th is the time you should start talking and communicating more effectively. As Mercury returns to Libra, the sign that governs your romantic relationships, you're being guided to start talking about where to go from here. This could represent a coming together or a separation energy, but regardless, Mercury here will make compromise, so things can move much more smoothly in your relationship. Remember that transitions happen all the time in life, so ignoring them this time around won't just make them go away. Taurus. Pluto is the lord of the underworld, and as it turns direct in Capricorn, which is the area of life that rules luck, on October 8th, you'll be presented with the truth of how much you've either sabotaged or helped your own advancement. Luck will return, as will the feeling that the universe is on your side. You just need to make sure to take the opportunities that come your way. This time period also allows you to finally face the shadows you've been battling during Pluto's retrograde. Whether it's a fear of commitment or wounds from past relationships, you'll be able to face these things head on around this time, and you'll finally have that green light to move forward. On Tuesday, October 25th, the new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio represent a huge turning point for your romantic life this month. Scorpio illuminates your romantic relationships, and with astrology bringing new beginnings and change to your external life during this time, it means that you'll be given the answer that you've been searching for all along. Even if it feels like there are still things you need to figure out, make sure to go all in on this romantic opportunity for love. Gemini. Vesta is the asteroid that governs your own inner light. So as it turns direct in Aquarius on your lucky day of October 5th, it gives you the ability to know which decisions will lead you to abundance and which ones won't. You may have to make some readjustments in your life during this time, but these changes will also help you recognize that the things you feel most drawn to are also what helped create your luck in the first place. Last month was an interesting time for you. It didn't feel like anything went particularly wrong, but it also didn't feel quite right either. This month, as Pluto turns directly in Capricorn on October 8th, it will highlight the themes of intimacy in your romantic relationships, meaning you'll likely feel more connected to your partner than you had before. You may start to realize that the feelings that you had were simply growing pains and that you're actually in a far better place than you thought only a few weeks ago. Cancer. Juno, the asteroid that governs contracts, turns direct into Pisces at the end of the month. After an extended period of retrogrades, your lucky day, on Sunday the 23rd, is the time that you should finally start to feel confident in signing on that dotted line. Whether it's a job offer, a new home, or even a divorce agreement, the universe is once again helping you to move forward in your life. Once you're able to make the decision to change, it'll free you up for travel so that you can create the life of your dreams. October 23rd is a day that Saturn finally turns direct in Aquarius, officially wrapping up its last retrograde period in this air sign. Saturn in retrograde can often restrict our growth, giving you time to do some inner reflecting. But now that it's direct, you should feel like your life and relationships start to get a little easier. It's also the official start of Scorpio season, and the time when Venus enters this intense water sign as well, which means that you no longer have time for superficial relationships. This time in love, it's all or nothing. Also, pay close attention to your relationships on October 8th. Pluto turns direct in Capricorn, which means that it's time to move ahead with fixing what feels wrong. Pluto governs the darkness, whether that's within yourself or in your relationship, so as it turns direct on the 8th, you can start taking steps to bring that light back in. Leo. The Aries full moon lights up the sky this month and the sector of your life that governs luck. Luck is defined by events that bring about positive results. So that's precisely what Sunday, October 9th has prepared for you. Think outside the box during this time. Learn something new. Travel to a new location and be sure to keep your eyes wide open for opportunities that could change your life. The full moon on the 9th brings issues to light that you've been working on since April 1st. More specifically, these issues have to do with feeling confident in the pursuit of what you want, as well as your willingness to put the work in to get it. So no more excuses, Leo. Focus on taking action. In terms of your love life, Wednesday, October 5th is the day that the asteroid Vesta, which governs your inner light, turns direct in Aquarius. This astrological change highlights themes in your romantic life and should help you focus on what you actually want and need from a romantic partner. This will be a time to stay true to yourself and your feelings and give you the ability to express that in a constructive way to the person that you love. Virgo. Mercury moves into Libra around your lucky day of October 10th, highlighting what and who you value the most. This sense of value is one that's strongly associated with luck because nothing is random. So use this time to tap back into the dreams you have for the future, the important people who seem to bring magic in your life, and your strategic plans for abundance and success. Then, later on this month on the 28th, your love life comes into focus. Jupiter, the planet that governs abundance, re-enters Pisces as part of its retrograde, which gives you the chance to focus on your romantic feelings. Any relationship that you've been struggling with or questioning now becomes a lot clearer, allowing you to come to peace with where things stand. You should not only be able to embrace your feelings at this point, but you'll also be able to finally harness the power that person brings to your life. Don't try to explain why you feel the way you do, just trust that it's all for a reason. Libra. Mars retrograde in Gemini on your lucky day of the 30th brings up feelings that you have around divine intervention. Whatever you believe to be true will ultimately manifest itself in your life. This is fine if you have a more logical approach to life, but if you struggle to believe in what you cannot see in the moment, then you may miss out on the best parts of your life. Mars, the planet that governs action, ambition, and passion, turns retrograde in Gemini on October 30th, helping you to express your true feelings instead of keeping them inside. Whether this leads to a more committed relationship or a breakup, Mars retrograde is a time to learn how to express yourself effectively, and to understand that anything you try to suppress eventually emerges anyway. In regards to love, the full moon in Aries on October 9th will illuminate your romantic life and bring to light any romantic themes that have been ongoing in your life since April 1st. The 9th is a time for you to embrace how far you've come, and to recognize the importance of going after the things that you want. You tend to overthink things to the point of missing the greater meaning, but love is supposed to be something that just is. Around this time, you'll realize that together, you can always find a way through. Scorpio. Your annual new moon and solar eclipse happens within Scorpio on October 25th, bringing with it a sense of renewal and hope to your life. After some deep transformative work over the past few months, it's time to give yourself the reward of a new beginning. So let yourself release whatever's been weighing down on you and step into this brand new chapter. Try not to second guess everything. Instead, trust that you're ready for this. Solar eclipses are associated with external action, so embrace those outside changes rather than creating them from within. It's time to seize the opportunity for love and joy that's right in front of you. Speaking of change, the day before, on the 24th, is your lucky day in love, where you'll learn to heal and release the tensions in your relationships. The North Node in Taurus, aligning with Chiron and Aries, allows you to reach a new level of healing within your romantic life. This need to mend your heart is something that's deeply rooted in the work that you've been putting forward, which is probably why you haven't been able to start or maintain the types of relationships you've desired recently. This month is the new beginning that you've been waiting for. Just make sure that you're open-minded enough to embrace what comes, even if it's different than you thought it would be. Sagittarius. Pluto, turning direct in Capricorn on the 8th of October, puts the focus on your finances and what you value most in life. If you've been struggling with money the past few months, you should have a better idea of what you need to do at this point to self-correct and make it so that you're never put in that same situation again. This time period will also help you better understand the people that you surround yourself with, giving you the ability to pinpoint the ones who matter most. Never underestimate these ride or die relationships. In the end, the time you spend with them could be your most important investment. Relationship-wise, the next few months are going to be remarkably interesting for you. Mars, the planet of action, ambition, and desire, is in Gemini, but it also turns retrograde on the 30th, which means more emphasis on your romantic life and a focus on your needs, wants, and true feelings. During this time period, remember that it's better to embrace your feelings and be straightforward rather than trying to hide anything from your partner or love interest, because it's only a matter of time before these feelings come out either way. When you're honest with yourself, you can finally be honest with others too. Capricorn. Mercury turning direct in Virgo on the week of October 2nd brings up new conversations, opportunities, and offers. This could pertain to your job situation, learning, professional or personal development, or even travel. It's time to step out of that cycle where you feel like everything goes wrong, or where you see yourself stuck and struggling through a particular phase in life. During the beginning of October, the universe is giving you all the signs you need to get back to that next level of your life. You just need to have courage and not let fear hold you back. Thankfully, by the 2nd, you should be feeling more clear-headed about the direction you want to take. Last quarter moons are a time to let go and release, so when this occurs in Cancer around the 17th of the month, it will reveal what you need to work through to feel happier and more satisfied in your relationships. During this time, you may have to let go of a certain partner, or you may just need to release a belief that's been holding you back from embracing love. Try not to let the past get in the way of you being happy any longer. Aquarius. As Mercury moves into Libra direct on October 10th, you'll be able to have a clearer understanding of what occurred during the month of September. This is a wonderful time to renegotiate a contract or even a personal relationship, as you and them will have a better sense of compromise and justice. You also have a way of words during this time, so presentations, promotions, and advocating for a raise would all be extremely well received on your lucky day of the 10th. Libra is also a sign of partners and romance, which means that important relationship-based conversations will be favored on this day. Being that you already have a lucky and love day on October 2nd, this is another chance for you to wrap up those important conversations that began the end of September when Mercury was in retrograde. Speaking of the 2nd, Mercury turns direct in Virgo at that point, bringing a focus to the more intimate sides of your relationships. This would be a great opportunity to create a sacred time for connection and explore something new together as a couple, or even potentially start thinking about moving in together. The beginning of October is your chance for greater intimacy, so you need to make sure that you're having the conversations that lead you there. Pisces. On October 25th, the new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio bring along new opportunities for travel and advancement this month. New moons often mean new beginnings, and solar eclipses are catalysts for external change and action, so make sure that you don't let anything hold you back during this time at the end of the month. You may feel like something ends up bigger than you anticipated or dreamed, but rest assured that it's divinely meant for you. Towards the beginning of the month on the 2nd, Mercury, which is the planet that rules your mind, turns direct in Virgo, so it will help you focus on those practical matters regarding your relationships. Maybe you need to sort some things out to be able to grow more deeply with your partner. Or perhaps you just need to take some time to logically plan out those incredible dreams so they become a reality. Just remember that love never gives up if you do these things side by side. How did your October turn out? Let us know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up and be sure to share and subscribe to Your Tango for more on your zodiac sign.